up, my 11 YouTube friends? Is that cool or what? Oh my God, here's the project, the cabin funmobile. The tracks finally showed up. I put a lot of hints in some of my videos here for the last few weeks that I was going to take care of the traction issues I was having with the Project Funmobile. Here it is. They just showed up today. I already had some adapters that I bought off of Amazon to put on there, and me and Mike bolted the tracks right on. So right now they're bolted on there, and it's sitting down on the floor on the tracks. But I got a lot of work to do. I got to mount up these anti-rotating bars and stuff. That's going to be worked on this week. I'll shoot some videos on how to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do a lot of fabricating. Not a ton of fabricating, but the place I bought them from, I watched some of their YouTube videos, and I got a pretty good understanding what I got to do here. And I bought them through them, and they just said, you know what? Every vehicle's different. They've never done a Liberty. These are UTV tracks. And I'm going to give them a whirl. They've been having luck with them. It's not to go out and thrash on and beat around. I mean, this is to basically go across lakes, trails, stuff like that. It ain't made for wheeling. So I'm going to give them a whirl. They're rated for it. They should work. But my God, does that look cool. Oh my God, I ordered them. It's been almost 10 weeks. I ordered them well in winter, and I thought I'd be able to get them and actually get them on here and be able to try them in the snow before we lost our snow, but there isn't enough snow up north. There's still snow up at our cabin, but there's not enough to be able to go actually try them out. I could get it out on the lake and stuff, but it's kind of crusty, frozen stuff on the lake. But next couple nights I'll be working on that. I'll be doing some videos of it. Me and Mike put them on and we set it on the floor. We're like, that's freaking bitching. So got a couple projects going on. Still got Cooter. Look at this. It's been like almost 10 months since I've been able to do a video with both shop doors open. It's that nice out now. It's just crazy. But we got Cooter going on. We did a lot of work on it yesterday again, cleaning things up, doing some stuff with the throttle cables, handlebars, stuff like that. And we brought in cheapo. So that means cheapo is up next as far as sleds go. Here's the pipes for Cooter. Oh my God, them things are gorgeous. They turned out just beautiful. Wire wheeled them, put new paint on them. I got the heat shields all sitting up over here. That's been the second cleanest set of pipes I've taken apart. The first cleanest set was Flip, and now Cooter, this is the second cleanest set of pipes. When I took all the heat shields off, the insulation still looked very new. The pipes didn't have any pitting or anything. God, some of the pipes we took apart this winter, the pitting was so bad on them that I actually, like one set of pipes, I had to cut a bunch of the pipes apart and use other pipes that were even worse in other spots to patch them back together. It was a nightmare. But so yeah, we got cheapo in here. It's getting to be too much sun. It sat outside behind the shop all winter. I was okay with it because the sun wasn't that powerful, and now it's getting warmer and warmer out. And in the afternoons, it's direct sun on the one end of my shop, and this thing has been sitting out there, and I told Trenton, we got to get this thing inside. Even though it doesn't even have a seat on, or it's just a hood and a windshield. I said, it's really starting to bother me that thing's sitting out there. I don't want the sun to do any damage to any of that, because that thing has never really sat outside. It's a very clean sled still. So my plans with that build is, being it's called Project Cheapo, and the main reason it's called cheapo, because I paid $100 for what's sitting there with the pipes in it, chain case, a whole bunch of stuff. I paid for that sled, and it came with the title card, everything, and I already put it into my name, so it's in my name already. But pretty much what you're seeing sitting there, I paid $100 for it. That's why it got the name of cheapo. It was cheap. It was a good deal. It was a good buy. Fair, I think. So I figured, well, I'm going to build a sled out of it, because I've always wanted an SPX, and I actually have enough parts in the engine room to be able to build a correct SPX engine for that. I got SPX cylinders. I already started working on them. You've seen that in one of the videos. I got them all polished up. I'm going to do some port work in them. I'm going to use a bunch of the parts out of Cooter's engine. I'm going to use the Weisco pistons, the SLP heads, the bottom end. I'm going to use the crank, because I know my cousin Jake had the crank all redone a couple years ago. So it's got a good bottom end on it. So I'm going to use the bottom end. So somehow I have to put all this down on paper to figure out how I only put $1,000 into this, because I have to justify how I took parts out of here and I took parts out of the tool room and I bought parts and I did parts and I got that. So somehow I'm gonna have to add this all up, and plus we took parts out of this one, then put parts back into it, and then sold this sled for the $1,500. So this is gonna get confusing, I can already tell. But somehow I'm gonna put down on paper of actually what I put into it. So if any of y'all wanna put into the comments section a guess of what I'm gonna end up having into it by the time I figure it all out. Because we're putting the track that came out of here into there, and then we took a track that we had sitting along the shed to put into here, and the skit. Yeah, like I said, this could get confusing, but somehow I'm gonna figure it all out to come up with the total dollar amount that I put into that thing. And you all put on in the comments section, the person that's the closest to the dollar, and I won't fudge my numbers, I'm an honest dude. I'll give you a t-shirt. I'll mail you out a t-shirt. The person that guesses the closest dollar amount. We ain't talking pennies here, because when I do my when I add up, I'm gonna do it in the dollars. So person closest to what I actually end up putting into that thing, and we should have it built here in the next couple months, I'm thinking, because it's gonna be a late spring project. I wanna get it done and get it out of here, because I'm bringing my daughter's camper back in here that we've been restoring. We've been working on it for a couple years, and that's gonna have to come back in the shop so I can get that thing done, because that's sitting in the shed, and I want it out of the shed. So thanks for watching, guys. Give me a number on that in the comment section. Like I said, the person that guesses the closest to that, what I actually end up putting into that thing, gets a t-shirt. And it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, it's gonna be, me and Mike were talking about it earlier, and he's like, man, it's gonna be a tough one to figure out, but we'll figure it out. And this thing, look forward to some videos of me working on this thing the next couple nights. We'll get this thing all dialed in. But oh my God, is that thing gonna be exciting and fun to drive in the winter, next winter on the lakes. That is gonna be a blast. So thanks again, guys. Comment, share, like, all that fun stuff. Appreciate it.